every month, 28 Days of Black Excellence. I'm your host, Faith Amour, and we are going to delve into some Black history in the making. This is going into the world of comedy. Do you know this man? He's a screenwriter, director, actor, comedian, producer, social media guru. His 50 city self produced comedy tour, The Real Comedians of Social Media, went to the US, Canada, and the UK, selling out 2 years in a row. He wrote and directed a Nickelodeon sketch comedy show for his sons. He did the same for 2 movies, and he grew Russell Simmons' All Deaf Digital from 300,000 to 10 million subs. Who is this man, you may ask? His name is Kevin Fredericks, also known as Kev on Stage. I'm going to hide these others right here. So, who is this man, and why should we know about him? Well, lots of people do know him, even if he's a new one to you. He has 2.6 million Facebook watch viewers, 1.1 million Instagram followers, of which I am one. And on YouTube, he's been viewed, his videos, his sketches have been viewed 172 million times as of today, up to almost 900,000 subscribers between 2 channels, and thousands of videos. He has been delighting people and almost 10 years on YouTube now, but he didn't get his start on the internet. He got his start right where a lot of Black entertainers get their starts, in the church. So, Kevin Fredericks was born in El Paso, Texas, and he was raised in the church, going there at least 5 times a week for all of the services and all of the possible events. He became a stand-up comedian by doing talent shows within the church growing up, and a bit more in college. And he has a funny story. He says that well, basically, it's hard to get bullied when the people who want to bully you are laughing, which I think is very true. I think it can get people out of a lot of situations, being able to make someone laugh. And he also said that he was able to stay up later at his grandma's house because he was able to, draw on something that happened in the church, being able to tell a good story. So this gentleman joined forces with his brother and best friend and created the Playmakers. And this group basically did improvised plays, and they kind of developed them more and more, and they had some success in the United States, but they were wanting to go to next levels, and it seemed like it was going to take too much. They had small children, and it was going to require a lot of financial output. So they were going to stop making these plays, which were geared towards Black church people. And for one last ditch attempt, they decided, okay, let's try YouTube. And maybe we'll let people get to know us, and maybe we'll be able to go inside of a back door to make this work. So the first two videos that they did went viral, entitled Stuff Black Church Girls Say and Stuff Black Parents Say. And by the Stellar Awards, which is like the Gospel Music Awards, in 2012, the 3 were the talk of the town. And because of these videos, millions of YouTube hits later, they had a lot of attention, and they were kind of going places. Mind you, during this time, Kevin Fredericks, as we call him, Kev on Stage, had married his high school sweetheart, and they had 2 small children, 2 small boys, actually. And so it was a matter of deciding what needs to happen. So some gears were changed, and Kev, because we're tight, Kev decided to go solo. And all of his successes have really stemmed from him putting himself out there on the internet, through social media specifically. So Facebook, YouTube, Instagram when it came, Twitter. And so in 2018, which is not that long ago, he quit his job and went full time with comedy over the internet. One of the things that he created was the real comedians of social media, and they had this is the 50 city tour I was referring to earlier. I almost made it to it twice, and now it's a little harder to get to, for sure. Instead of stopping the touring completely, he changed gears and created a virtual experience called Keep Your Distance Comedy, a socially distanced comedy show, and kept his buds along with him. So to hear more, and Tony Baker that you see in this picture here, um, still part of the team, and he's really trying to uplift other Black creators, other Black comedians and actors, and ultimately wants to create kind of like a Tyler Perry-esque um, studio situation where they're creating all of their own works in-house. And so that's what the Kev on Stage Studios is all about. There's an app where people can, for a monthly fee or an annual fee, get exclusive content. There's also a Patreon that he makes happen. Honestly, he is an incredible inspiration for those who want to make Black history right now, because the tools that we have are unique to our time, and they're a little bit scary because there's a lot of independence, and you can make things happen on your own if you have the right stuff. And so he also teaches a masterclass on social media and how to make all of that work. And I'm super inspired by him right now. What he's doing, he's not just making, he's so Christian background, but he's making jokes about all sorts of things. Day-to-day things that happen, media, politics, pop culture. And I feel like this is just one grand advertisement for this man. But ultimately, anytime it's a biography, it's an advertisement for the life that a person's lived. It's just this one happens to still be alive and doing things. So it feels different, but it's the same thing. So right now, he is a leader in the social media comedy space. Every other weekend, he's doing the Keep Your Distance comedy show. And I've attended a few of them. And I've seen perhaps 30,000 people by the end of a weekend have watched the special, where he is the host, and then there are approximately 5 other Black entertainers who are comedians. And so and these are tickets are $15 each. So he has found a formula that really works for him. He's doing a podcast with his wife about marriage. Kev on Stage Studios isn't just the app, it's a real place where they're creating green screens and sound stages and stuff in a pandemic, a brand new endeavor in a pandemic. So when it comes to business savvy and understanding social media and understanding connection, this man, he's a genius. He's a genius. And his legacy is that he wants others just like him to be able to have the same opportunities outside of the traditional Hollywood space. So I love this guy. I probably consume his content at least once a day, because humor and laughter really is medicine, as music is, as art can be, but just depends on who you are, what form of art, or what creations really do it for you, for your soul. And so I really wanted to take a moment to let y'all know about him. And curious, what can we do today in the spirit of Kev on Stage? For me, it's actually quite a few things. It's probably too many things to go on about right now. But I challenge you to find something in this story that you can use that will help you to be the first or be the best, to not fear the moment we're in, but to see the opportunities, and be the one we talk about for years to come. Let me know in the comments, what about his story stuck out for you? If you're already a fan, if this is the first time you're hearing about him. And I'd love to hear from you. So today we learned about Kevin Fredericks, aka Kev on Stage, a great comedian who is taking the internet world by storm. If you enjoyed the program, hit the like button or share this with a friend. We look back so we can look forward to a better tomorrow. Join me tomorrow when we highlight another Black awesome person. I'm Faith Amour. Bye bye for now.